There's nothing in here. Can you put like a thing in editing? Is that like a sipping noise? Okay, let's do something cool. Have you ever been in a sales meeting that you knew it was just not going well? We've all been there, and if you own a business, you have to do sales. Like, owning a business, by default, you're a salesperson. So you have to do sales meetings. And being uncomfortable in a sales meeting is the worst. What I mean by that is you're having your meeting, you're doing your pitch, you feel so uncomfortable, you can feel your armpits pitting out, and you got sweat coming down your face, and you just know that you're not gonna get this sale no matter what, and you just want to get the hell out of there. I remember whenever I was first starting out, I first started my business, I was terrified of sales. Introvert, right here, introvert. Like, not only was I an introvert, I didn't know shit about sales. I didn't know anything about marketing. I didn't know how to close people. Like, I didn't know anything. I just knew I needed money. You know, I had the commission breath. And so I did not know how to conduct a sales meeting. I remember going to a meeting this one time, and I went to the person's place of business. I sat on one side of the desk. The other person was on the other side. It was an environment that was just out of my control, fluorescent lights up above me. I was pitting out so bad because I could feel it rolling down my sides. It was just the worst thing ever. Let's just say I did not get the sale, okay? So after about 5 years, 6 years now, I think I have mastered the sales meeting. I can always improve, but for me, like, it's pretty damn close. So I'm gonna go over the coffee shop formula. There are essentially 3 parts to this formula. What you wanna do with a sales meeting is you want to control the environment. So not only do you wanna control the environment, you want to be comfortable and you want to be able to control the conversation. That is how you close a sale. The 3 parts of the coffee shop formula is, number 1, if you can do it, try to have the meeting in a place other than the prospect's place of business or your place of business. If you can have it at like a coffee shop, which is why this is called the coffee shop formula, a coffee shop is a perfect environment. And the reason why that is because it is casual. You're sipping on coffee or tea, and what happens, this is where the magic happens with the prospect, is the walls go down, right? Let's just say, for example, you go to their office. Now you are in an environment that they are controlling. They can control where you sit. Therefore, they know how to control the conversation and the environment. They do this on purpose because they already have walls up. They know, like, their default thing is, I don't want to buy from this person. That's why they kind of control that environment. And so if you can control where you meet, try to meet at a coffee shop because it's casual, it's a friendly environment, and the walls go down. Point number 2 of this coffee shop formula is to wear something comfortable. So for me, something comfortable would be, I wear a t-shirt, and I can get away with it in my industry because marketing, you know, it's just to the general public is casual, right? I'm not saying go like wear your pajama pants or like go looking like a hobo. Like, don't do that. Wear something clean but comfortable for you. For some of you, it might be a suit and tie, which is totally fine. My point here is, you don't want to be uncomfortable because while you're giving your sales pitch, the thing that's going to be in your mind constantly is, I am very uncomfortable in my clothes and I know this guy knows it. The third thing and final part of the coffee shop formula is this is debatable, is to not bring up business until your prospect does. The reason why I love this is because I want the prospect to get to know me as a person. I want to be likable because they are going to stick with me for life because they like me as a person. So you know what I want to happen if a client is even thinking about leaving me? I want them to like me so much as a person that if they're thinking about leaving me, that they feel so guilty that they end up not leaving me and they will stick with me forever. So that is why I say don't bring up business until the other person does. You're gonna be able to talk about all kinds of things outside of work. You would be surprised how much you have in common with the person on the other side of the table. Maybe you both like to hike, maybe you both like Star Wars, maybe you both like Mickey Mouse, who knows? The chances of you able to close that person, it goes from here all the way up here. What's really funny is that I remember a time where I did have a meeting. It was for an hour and a half. We talked nothing about business, at all. We went into the meeting knowing we were going to talk about business, but we did not. That person ended up being a big Star Wars fan, which I am. And so that's what we talked about the entire time. After the meeting, he sent me a text and said, I realized we didn't talk about business, but let's just go ahead and sign up. And I didn't even have to ask for the sale. I just took the order. So next time you schedule a sales meeting, go to the coffee shop, drink some coffee, drink some tea, wear comfortable clothing, and don't bring up business until the other person does.